Downtown Greencastle. Well, good morning to you. My name is Dave Kipp. I'm with you till noon today, and I've got someone pretty special on the phone with me here. Chad, you there? Chad Merrill.
Yes. Hi, Dave.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good to hear you again. You sound good on the radio. You ought to be here.
I know, yeah. I'll be hopefully coming back soon.
That's right. That's great. Well, Chad is a meteorologist with the Jim Vaughn Group, Nowcast Meteorology. And how's the weather forecasting going for you, Chad?
It's going pretty well. It's keeping me pretty busy.
Yeah.
Especially with forecasting long range like I do with the Hagerstown Town and Country Almanack.
Right. We wanted to talk about that, but one thing I was going to ask you about, what's in the crystal ball for this winter? We're in October, things are cooling down, and people are saying, wonder what we could expect this winter. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so this winter, unlike last year when we had most of our snow in February, this year I expect winter to get a kickstart in late November into December. And then, unlike last year when we had most of our snow in February, I think we'll have the least amount of snow in February this year, and then winter returns again in March.
Oh, okay.
In terms of, snowfall accumulation, we're going into a La Nina winter. A weak La Nina winter pattern by itself brings us a far cry from our average of 32 inches of snow in Greencastle. But there are other factors besides La Nina that's going to impact the winter, including the likelihood of a weak stratospheric polar vortex or even a stratospheric warming event early in the season. And last year, that happened in January, and then we had the implications of it with our weather pattern in February. This year, it's going to happen earlier. So I do expect December to be a little bit more snowy than average. January to probably see near average snow. February should be pretty mild across the Cumberland Valley. And then March, we slip back into a cooler pattern with a little bit of snow to end the winter.
So we're not going to be snow-free. There's going to be some snow.
Oh, yes. There's going to be some snow this winter. We're not going to have a record-breaking snow like the 2009-2010 winter, though, when we had 7 inches of snow. But I think overall in Greencastle, the average is around 30 inches. I think the total for the season, this is not total from one storm,
right,
will be anywhere from about 32 to 38 inches.
That's for the whole season?
That's for the whole season, yes.
Okay, well, that's bearable if you distribute that over several months or a couple months or so, I guess. Yeah, that's very good. Now, you're long-range forecaster for the Hagerstown Almanack, right? You just started that this last year?
Yeah, this is my second publication presence with them.
Okay. So where do you stand with the next publication? When does that come out?
Well, the 2022 Hagerstown Town and Country Almanack was actually published in July. We actually got it out early this year because we had everything finished. So the next publication would be the 2023 Almanack, but that won't be out until the end of next summer.
Okay, all right. So you're the long-range forecaster for the Almanack, right? And so what's your title? Long-range forecaster.
Weather Prognosticator is the title that has been given to the person that produces the forecast since the Almanac came into existence. So I have assumed that title.
Okay. Well, very good. And you have some big shoes to fill from the fellow that retired there. He was there for, I forget his name. Was it O'Toole?
Bill O'Toole.
Bill
was
O'Toole.
There for over 30 years, yeah.
Wow. So you've got some longevity ahead of you too there, I guess, right?
That's right, I do.
Well, that's great, and I appreciate you calling in, Chad. So once again, the winter, when you say vortex, I think of those extremely frigid air masses that come down from Canada. We had a couple polar vortex. Is that what you were referring to?
That's exactly right, and it is a cold air mass that basically comes down from the Arctic into the middle latitudes. We are in the middle latitudes here in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Normally, if it's a strong vortex, the cold air just sits and spins over the North Pole where Santa Claus is and then never comes south.
I got you. That's very descriptive, yeah. All right. So did you say possibility you might be coming back to WRGG? Can you talk about that at all? I guess that's not secret. I mean, I've heard that, but...
yeah, I plan to. Actually, be obviously DJing and playing some music and having a 1-hour talk show about weather, what's going on with the weather, and if people have any specific weather questions, they can call in and I can ask, or I can answer the questions. So that's the hope, is that have some sort of a weather talk show. Everyone talks about it every day, and there's always something going on with the weather, whether it's nationally or internationally. So it'll be a little talk show, and people get a chance to ask questions.
Well, that'd be great to have you back, Chad. I enjoyed having you here, and I know you did a great job with the theme, the 3-song thing. I forget what you call it now.
Yes, the oldies theme contest.
Yeah, that was
with a common theme.
That was great. So, do you think you'll be doing that again, or is that not really part of the picture?
I think I will be continuing that. Yeah,
that's great. Anything else you'd like to add, Chad?
Well, I do like to add that, we haven't had our first freeze of the season yet.
Oh, yeah, and, right.
We've had adequate amount of rain, but we're in a pattern through most of the rest of the month, all the way up until about the 24th or 25th, where it's going to be pretty mild, even at night. So we've had the rain, the trees are well-nourished, but we need some of those cold nights, and I don't think we're going to get any of those really cold nights until we get towards the end of the month. I think the first freeze of the last freeze of the season probably occurring in Greencastle right before Halloween. But up until then, it's going to be pretty mild. So we're not going to have the extravagant fall colors because of the mild temperatures leading up to it. But the colors should be comparable to last year. Okay. Well, the fall colors.
I don't think any leaves, unless they are in the mountains, higher elevations, I haven't seen any leaves changing yet. Are they starting to change generally?
Actually, in the highest peaks of the Blue Ridge and in the Alleghenies, they are starting to change. But, it's a slow process this year because we haven't had much cold air.
Yeah. All right.
This fall, I should say.
Chad, thank you so much. So good to talk to you again. Look forward to having you back in the studio here. And we'll be back. I'll chat with you just a second here when I get into the next song. Okay, Chad? Hang in there. We'll be right back with you, Chad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Kipp. WRGG-FM.